How's it going, guys? Bringer Platoon here, and welcome back to another great game in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. Today I'm going to be in the British heavy tank, the Chieftain. It's also in Tier 10. Figured I'd mention that as well. You know this tank, it's got great gun depression, 10 degrees in fact. It's got a very, very accurate gun, a 120mm gun, to be precise. 390 view range, kind of disappointing, or is it 380? It's one of those two. You get 140mm of pen for the Hesh rounds, which is fucking bonkers, considering that the other Tier 10 British heavy tanks only get 120 or 130, I do believe. But 270 standard pen for a heavy tank is nothing to scoff at. And then your premium APCR, you get 310mm of pen, really all you need. Sometimes it can screw you over, other times it's fine. For the majority of the time. This thing can get ammo racked a lot. You can't side scrape in it, don't even try. And if you do, make sure you're not facing any guns higher than 120mm in caliber, or actually, any guns up to 150mm in caliber, you can bounce. But anything after that, and they can overmatch you. So just be on the lookout for that. We're going to be doing an assault map, which means not only is there a less of a game timer than there normally would be for team destruction or a standard battle, but it also means we have to push up, which is why you're seeing me be so aggressive here. This could have very easily screwed me over, and much like the Conqueror and the Super Conqueror, its dispersion values, again, are just fucking phenomenal. This Kranvan is not playing it very smart. Yeah, he's got 12 degrees of gun depression. He could probably screw me over. But, I have Hesh rounds. And you know what that means? That means I can dick into him for 150 to 200 damage per shot if RNG favors me with Hesh rounds. I've said that twice. Disregard that. But I love this thing. It's got... the armor is not great. Okay? There, I said it. The turret is good. You can, like, defend yourself hull down, but if you're not hull down, this thing's ass. And what happens when I shoot a Hesh to the side of the Yag Tiger? Well, he blows up. Such a shame. I hit his ammo rack. Yay me. Already at almost 30,000. Almost at 3,000 damage. And now I am combined, so that's pretty great. I had another Hesh loaded, don't know why I didn't load back into APCR, but thanks to tracking him, the Conqueror gun carriage just dicked on him for all of his health, and now he's dead. So, yeah, almost at we are at 4,000 damage combined right now, and the game is only 2 minutes and approximately 30 seconds in. Pretty great result, not gonna lie. This next part is kind of why I don't like this tank for close quarter combat. Don't know how I bounced that one. RNG must have made the shot go high and hit his upper plate instead of going right into his tracks and not only damaging him but also tracking him in the same instant. But here's the God damn it. Here's the downfall of the FV215B. He's side scraping perfectly. I could probably pen through his tracks. Like right now I probably couldn't. But I'm going to take a nice, easy shot at the side plate. Yeah, he wasn't angling the best there. And oh look, there's a Type 61. I've got teammates to my right, so I feel perfectly safe doing what I'm doing right now. And I don't think Artie can hit me too easily in this location. But, yeah, I'm just going to take my time and deal with this guy any way that I can. He misses my hatch. And don't worry. I know I said there's like a downside to playing the FV215B, and you will see it, trust me, and there's a shit barn in the back, and oh look, there's the flat plate I can shoot anytime to side scrape. That's the downfall of that tank right there. If people know where to shoot that side plate, then your side scraping is effectively useless. He put a shell into me there, and I put a second one in. Well, would it be a third? It would be a third. And then I track and damage him, and damage his fuel tanks. And also the fuel tanks are in the front of the FV215B as well, so that's not great. I just know that anytime I can see the FV2 and 5B, he can effectively hit my hatch no problem, because we are very close together, and I see this guy is not paying very much attention, so I get a free pen on him. Probably could have loaded hash and gotten a high roll, but didn't want to take the time to reload and just keep the APCR in case the FV2 and 5B suddenly grew a little ballsy and rushed me. But luckily that didn't happen, and now we can kind of assist our teammates over here by killing this Jagdpanzer 100. Yeah, he puts a shell into me. Oh, so sad. I know his reload is kind of ass. And then the convoy behind me takes care of him. So that's good. And so now we have a VK7201K to deal with. What do we do? First rule of business is to track him. I damaged him too. Was not expecting to. But, hey, I'll take it. Now we're up to, oh, what is it? Let's see, 3,000 plus 6,300. 9,300 damage so far. Pretty good stuff. This is the greatest Chieftain game I've ever had in this tank. Well, that was pretty self-explanatory, actually. Just went full retard there for a second. Anyway, this is the best game I've ever had with this tank. I wasn't trying to have a great game. I was not expecting it to be great. Usually, if you have good games with this tank, it's on a map where you can just be hull down a lot of the time and have the enemy come to you and force them out of hiding, because otherwise they have little to no chance to damage you if you're completely hull down using all your gun depression, etc. But going back to how this tank gets damaged ammo rack very easily, it's very brittle, which is why you see that I have 2 large repair kits. One to fix the gun. Well, never fix anything on this tank unless it's to fix the ammo rack. And yeah, I'm putting myself at risk for I probably should have had a regular shell loaded for that T-49, but it's whatever. Never repair this thing unless it's the ammo rack that you're repairing. And if you don't have preventative maintenance on and firefighting for the skills and perks, I would not recommend doing what I'm doing right here and having 2 large repair kits. Just put an auto extinguisher on. For some reason, I like to get set on fire in this thing. I don't know if I'm just cursed with it regardless of whatever tank that I drive, but yeah, it happens a lot more frequently than I would like to admit. And I do believe I biffed a shot on this guy. Yeah, completely my fault there. Should have aimed like a little more forward, but or where he was going to be rather. And then I screw this. Yeah, I screw that up again. I don't. All the skill that I used getting this good game just went out the friggin' window by the end for whatever reason. I do believe he dies. Who kills him though? That's a good question. Was it the medium? Who kills him? Does the convoy dick into him with a derp gun? Yep, must have. He hit him for 6 something. But that's the game. 1 pen away from 10,000 combined damage in this thing. And 7,000 base, well, I'm just rounding up a little bit, but you get what I'm saying. 7,000 base damage is not anything to scoff at. It was quite an enjoyable game, and as long as I can keep getting games, even like 4,000 damage on average, well, I guess you need 5,000 to 3 market on average per game, but if I keep having games like that, I'll get that 3rd mark in no time. But I doubt that'll happen, so it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Feel free to please feel free to leave a like, comment, and even subscribe if you feel like it. I would appreciate it, as it would not only help my self-esteem, but also my channel as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.